Welcome back, guys, to Bees, Beds, and Boxing. Stone Cold here. So today we're going to do this would actually be our third hive inspection, because we did go into the hive this morning and we saw that their numbers had increased exponentially. So it's time to split the hive. So we got a double brood chamber, which means 2 chambers where they lay eggs. So we're going to take 3 frames, because these are 2 8-frame brood chambers, which baby chambers. We'll take 3 out of one of the hives, put it in another hive, which we have assembled, and I have built a hive stand for it. And then we'll let those 3, the nurse bees, and they will raise a certain bee that will be the queen, their new queen. And then she'll go out and mate, and they'll start growing their numbers. So the first hive, it's been a month, and it's time to put the honey supers on, because they're making honey down in the brood chamber, so there's plenty reserved. So we're going to put that on. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to open up the hive, take the top chamber off. We're going to put the queen excluder that keeps the queen down with in the chambers where they make the babies, keeps her out of the honey. So they store the food up top and they have the babies down beneath. So we're going to install that, the queen excluder, put on the honey super, where they're going to actually store honey in those frames, and that's the honey that you get as humans to borrow from them. And they have plenty of reserves to feed their babies and eat and keep everybody going. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Then we're going to take 3 of the frames out of there, put them in a new hive, so they can start the new colony with a new queen. And that's how you grow the numbers, and you keep getting more honey out of the colony. So that's what we're doing today. And of course, light the bee smoker, which is I think I have a video on this, but since we're doing it and we're talking, so we're going to wad up some paper and pack it tight, because this is going to be that coal that gets it started. Okay, and you got a bellow here that blows air down into there. So use a part of it as a fuse and just light it off. Okay, so when you get it lit, you're going to pack it down, and you give it air like that, it'll make it hotter. The more air you force in, the hotter it gets. If it's really hot, just get that paper burning. So what you're trying to do is create a hot coal, a hot burning amber, and then compress it so that it becomes an energy source, like a little furnace. Right. So we get that smoldering hot, so you see fire coming up around the sides. Okay, now we got some burlap here. These are burlap pellets. You know, put them on there. All right, and then we're going to pack some more paper around that as insulation. Keep all that heat in there. So what's going to happen is that hot coal underneath, it has nowhere to go. It's compressed. So the hotter it gets, it's got to burn. It's got to fuel onto something. It's got to feed on something. So it feeds on that burlap, and you get all that good, thick smoke like that. And it's a cool smoke. That's what you want for bees. You want a cool smoke. Okay? And that'll burn for about 30 minutes. Okay? Put some more right here. Crush it down. So you got nowhere to go. So the only thing you can do is feed on that burlap. Or you can also use that bedding that you put in the hamster cages, that little wood chip stuff, and it'll feed on that for about 30-40 minutes. You'll just have cool smoke. Keeps the bees calm, doesn't harm them, just kind of, makes them relax, okay? And it'll last 30 minutes while you do your inspection. Inspection shouldn't last more than ours don't last more than about 30 minutes. In and out, we don't disrupt them too much. We just do what we gotta do to guide them along, because they know they're bees. We let them be bees, but we just kind of, check for pests and infiltrations and anything wrong with them. But yeah, got endless smoke there for, don't take nothing. There you go. Got the bee. We're gonna get suited up and we're gonna do what we gotta do. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. I'll see you in the next one.